Lucy from Campbell's Flowers, and today we're going to be making a wired and taped wrist corsage which uses the techniques which we've already shown you in one of our other previous videos. These little corsages are just really lovely for wearing to proms or weddings, or just maybe a very special occasion like a ball or a special dinner. First of all, I'm just going to wire and tape a couple of these Lisianthus buds, and just to refresh your memory on how we do that. So we make a little hairpin and we go round 3 times like that to make the little leg mount. Cut the stem very short like that, and then just pull the tape to start it off and pull and twist. As I say, if I'm going a little bit quickly, don't panic, because we'll show you how to do this really slowly and really carefully in lots of detail in our other video. So just do another piece like that, and I usually like to kind of pull just a little piece of this tape off rather than try and work with this, because it's quite heavy and all these little bits and pieces that we're working with are quite delicate. So just and take this, and that bit's done now. Move that to one side. Now we're just going to put it all together, so trying to create something that looks quite fresh and quite simple, not too complicated. So I'm going to take the piece of ruscus, because that kind of forms the backbone or the back of the design, and then I'm going to get the Lisianthus buds first. So put those in to one side, so quite little, and then the other Lizzie. And this tape is fantastic because you can see I'm just squashing it together with my fingers and it's holding really nicely, but it's lovely and flexible, because if you put something in the wrong place, you just take it away and put it where you want it. Obviously not the hair, but you can see just how easy it is to move stuff around if you're not happy with the shape of your design. And then I'm going to take the piece of wax flower and put that to the other side to balance the design, so that you've got a nice shape coming, slightly sort of triangular. So it starts a little bit more pointy at the top, and then it just sort of comes down into a nice shape like that. And then your focal flower is the daisy chrysanth, which goes in sort of at the front, but at a slight angle like that. And just move that Lizzie there. I'm not very keen on the way that that's forming. There we go, that's better. That little bud's getting a bit lost, just take that out. You can just move things around as and where you want them. And that's really great for beginners. There we go, that's pretty much the design done. And you can see I'm just forming it all together. The warmth of my fingers and my hands are just making it all stick together nicely. And put that down, get my piece of tape and just stretch it again like we have been doing, pop it at the back and just give it a pull and a twist. You don't need to go to the bottom, because we're not going to use all of what's left over at the end there. And then take your ribbon. We've got a piece of ribbon here which is about 70-80 centimetres. Half a metre is a little bit too short, and a metre is usually a little bit too long, so somewhere in the middle would be good. And then if you just pinch it in the centre like that, so that it's kind of half its width, that just makes it a little bit easier to deal with, because when it's really wide it looks pretty, but it's a bit difficult to deal with. So put it to the back of your design, and then take that over. Probably twice is quite good, because it's nice and firm then. So you can see that I'm pulling it quite tight like that, and then you just want to knot it into place like that. This one's being a bit difficult. There we go. And just pull it nice and tight. Don't worry if it moves around your workbench. The most important thing is that it's nice and tight. There we go. So I'm just going to give it a really good tug, and then it can't go anywhere. You can knot it a second time if you want to. I tend not to because I think it makes it makes it a bit bulky and a bit ugly. That should be more than tight enough. It's just going on your wrist. And then we need to cut this down so that we have a nice professional tidy finish, and we want to cut this as short as possible. So I'm going to cut it to about there, and I'm cutting that at an angle again because the finish is nice and tidy, and because that you can see that that's got sharp an edge to it, using the because we've used all of those wires, I'm just going to put that over the top, give it a twist and on it, and just wrap it over the bottom nice and tidy. And then the kind of test is just to tap it with your finger and you can feel that there's no sharp edges. And there we have a very pretty but very simple wrist corsage. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial, and if you have, then please like and share. And if you happen to make any of our designs, we would absolutely love it if you get in touch and let us know how you got on. Thanks so much again. Bye.